Alright everyone, we're going to continue on with this video being focused on the new person to trapping, the beginner, or those that have just gotten into trapping. You've seen our last 3 videos, 2 water trapping equipment videos, and of course the canine one was our most recent. All I'm going to do today is just talk about some of the items you have available to carry your equipment in. So you've made the purchase, you're going to go after this animal, you've got the equipment you need. How are you going to carry that equipment? This is just some of the things we use. There are a lot of items out there available for you to use to carry your trapping equipment, but we're just going to go over what we use right here. So we're going to start with, as you know, I carry all my water trapping equipment in a bucket. So everything I need I put in here. When we go in the back of the truck, we head out to the trap line. Cody, on the other hand, uses this bigger trap basket for all his water trapping gear. You can see he's got his 330 setters in here, his long gauntlets for setting in deep water. Everything he needs for water trapping or coon trapping he carries in here. Of course, this goes on your, throw on your back, carry everything in there, leaves your hands free. Where with the bucket, you've got one hand carrying the bucket, and whatever else you need to carry, you've only got one hand left to use. This trap basket right here that Cody uses, this bait holder or lure holder on here was on my grandpa's original trap basket back when he was trapping. I put this on this trap basket back when I was in high school. This trap basket I used back in high school. As you can see, varnished it up real good, and the sucker's lasted pretty, well, it's lasted this long. I graduated in 1986, so I was using it years before then. So it's held up pretty good. We also got a carpenter's pouch if you wanted to throw baits and lures in there too. Only thing this thing needs is another piece of wood put in the bottom to help keep stuff from falling through, because it is starting to get a little worn on the bottom. But these things last forever if you take care of them. Then you have the Fiber Tough pack baskets. As you can see, this one comes with a compartment on the back. You can put baits, lures, tools, whatever you need. I have this one. This one's mine. This is what I use to carry my canine equipment in, coyote equipment, whatever you want to call it, for when we go out trapping coyotes. Put everything in here I need, put it on my back, frees up both hands. I used to use a bucket, but some of the distances we have to walk, it was just becoming more of a hassle carrying a bucket versus getting a pack basket. So I got the Fiber Tough one, so it takes care of what I need it to do when we get out in the field to set coyote sets. Cody also has the same identical trap basket, the Fiber Tough, for his canine stuff. There are other items out there. There are bags. Leggett's got a trap bag. I believe the guy, Chris Pope from Coyote Trapping School, the YouTube channel, has got a trap bag he was working on. All these big trap supply houses have all kind of bags. Some of them have their own bag they offer, so you could take a toolbox as long as your equipment fits in it and you can carry it. It's up to you. All I'm doing is showing what we use. There's all kind of options out there for you to get your equipment from point A to point B. And then, as I said before, this little, I don't know, container, I don't know if it's a cleaning container or what, but I have, this is mine, and Cody has one also. This holds all my canine baits, lures, urine, my lure gloves, my bag, Q-tips for my lures. So that's what we use to carry our stuff in. Like I said, there's all kind of options out there for you that'll fit your needs, so you just have to check them out. And you know, a lot of them, these are a lot more expensive than these wicker trap baskets. And I also want to say, if you go over to Mountain Bushcrafters Alliance YouTube channel, here not too long ago, he done a video on a trap basket that he uses. So if you want another idea of a different trap basket, go over to Mountain Bushcrafters Alliance. His also has a liner that goes inside it from the trap basket company that he uses. So pretty good video. That's just another option to go check out. Like I said, these you can get at any trap supply house, bucket, Whirl King bucket, or you can get them at Lowe's, whatever. These you can get at Walmart or anywhere that sells these cleaning containers. So that's to get your equipment from point A to point B. Is what we use. So today is Sunday, October 27th, 2019. As you can see, it is a beautiful, beautiful fall day. The leaves here in west central Indiana have just been beautiful this last week. We got that tropical depression or whatever that come through yesterday, and it rained all day. We got some rain, and then followed by that gusty wind, so it knocked down a bunch of leaves last night and limbs. So, but today is absolutely beautiful. So with that being said, less than 2 weeks, you will see us actually out starting to set traps. So when I get home from work on Friday, November the 8th, gonna change real quick out of my uniform, load our equipment up, and we're gonna take you along, go set some coon traps and some coyote sets. Coyote trapping's already been in. It's been in since my birthday, October 15th. But we wait until we go out and set coon traps, so that way we can knock out both at once. And plus it just gives the fur a little longer time to prime up a little more, because we want to get what little money we can out of them. It's not a lot, but the primer they are, the more value they are. So start November 8th, we'll be trapping. Then a week later, on the 15th, then we'll set out the additional line, where there's going to be for mink, muskrat, beaver, because those come in November 15th. So everything's starting to come together. Bow season's been in. I've set twice so far. I've seen one doe. Cody's set out numerous times, and the last week he's starting to see some action. He hasn't had a shot, but he did see a nice buck following a doe, and the buck was grunting a little. So that was this past Wednesday evening. So telltale signs that the rut is not far off. Then I want to say that whatever Saturday after coon trapping, the next Saturday after coon trapping comes in, after the 8th, is when firearm season comes in. So we've got that to look forward to. We've still got deer stands to put up as soon as the corn gets out up north. We've got a lot of stuff that we're going to be doing. We've got a lot of stuff we're going to be taking you along with us to show you. But the main thing is this trapping season is we're going to be more instructional. So you, the new trapper, the beginner, or those that have only trapped a few years that want to learn more, hopefully we can shoot you some ideas or tips that'll help your trap line be more successful. Now, we don't take high numbers. We don't try to take high numbers. We just try to manage the population that's there on the properties we trap to help the deer, the fawns, and the turkeys. So we go out, try to knock down the coyote numbers and knock down the coon numbers. And when you're doing that, you knock down possum numbers. So, and with coon trapping and cow trapping not far off, one thing I do ahead of time to save us time, so when we get everything loaded up on the 8th of November and head out, all we're going to have to do is make sets and put in traps. Most of my sets are for my coil springs, the 1.5. I make bait hole sets or pocket sets, but primarily bait hole. I go ahead and get them wired up, so all I have to do is set the trap, make the set, and then wire this off to a log that I use for a drag. You can see the more you can do now, the more time you save when you go to set traps, the more sets you can get out if you're into making as many sets as you can. Just making the best use of your time. One other quick tip, this is a lot of the bait and lure I used last year. For those of you that trapped a while, you know, if you let them set over the summer, these can be a chore to open. So I've gone through, I took the pliers and busted loose every cap on every bait, every lure, so I'm not fighting them when we get out there in the field setting sets. That's just another time saver. You only got to do it once. But Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you all for helping us with our watch time. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, that notification bell. And everyone else that's returned, thank you so much for your support. It's greatly appreciated. We'll see you in the next video.